Good morning, everybody. This is Wyther Village, where I live in this little cottage here. All the locals call me Titch, so feel free to also call me Titch. This is my back garden. It's not very exciting. I haven't got any grass or anything because I don't have time to cut it most times. And we've got my lawn over here. So this is the first vlog, I guess, on Wyther Farm. So today I think we'll just take the tour for the most part. Although I will have to go up to Wyther Farm itself to open up in about 25 minutes or so. But so my plan is to keep these to around about 20-30 minutes a piece, so not too long, trying to get it down to more sort of bite size. And I need to grab a coffee. I'm hoping it's open now. I'll just pop in here. I just have to park along the side here because there's no parking further in. Switch off the indicator. So this is our little local park. I'll show you it in a minute in a bit better detail. But we have some little places here we can grab snacks from, which is great. So we've got this one here which does like hot dogs and chips and things, which is grilled, and you can get some juice. We've got some tables over there that you can stand at. This one here is coffee, so you get like a coffee in Danish, and that's what I'm grabbing in a minute. Here we've got our taco stand, so you figure out what we get from there. And over here we've got a little bit more of a bit of a sit-in sort of place, small sit-in place that we can get chips and hot dogs and various other things from. Over here, this is our little bower, so we can come over, get food too, and come and sit in here too if we like. It's got a little pizza oven, but I've never really seen anybody use it. Then up here we've got a small park. Well, it's all part of the one park, but for the kids, and parents can come and sit and watch the kids. The kids can use the slides and the trampoline. And then over here we've got our little pond. No fishing in it though. We do get some wildlife, frogs and stuff like that, which is good. So yeah, grab a coffee to take away, and we shall go and I'll head up towards the farm. Right. So we are here in the UK. I just have to watch for traffic around here. Can be quite brutal, I have to say. Although it's not as bad as it was when I first came here. Let's put some lights on, it's a bit shady. So, as you can see on the sign there, I'll just jump out quickly, as you don't really get any traffic here. It says, "Welcome to Wyther Farms." This is where I work. This farm is run and owned by an agricultural college, so it's not your typical commercial farm. It's a bit different, although there's quite a lot of similarities as well. And I am pretty much a farmhand here. Among my duties is, making sure things are set up and ready for the students as much as possible, as well as, just we've got some just cash crop areas as well, which I also help deal with. So one of my duties here is to open up the farm. So I'm just going to clock in a minute, just hold a sec. There we go, it's me clocked into the farm. Now, this house here belongs to our farm manager. They are Canadian, which is why they're flying the Canadian flag. I'm going to quickly clean up the animals. Students will probably come and feed them later. So over here, this is where we have some farming equipment, as you can see. Massive Ferguson tractors is what what the college uses here. I think there's 3 altogether. I'm not sure where the other one is at present, but I'm sure it's not far away. This here is a large mixer, basically, for TMR. And we've got, this is for water for the animals. We've got a little standpipe here we can use to fill it. But for now, the sheep need a bit of cleaning. The sheep look a bit frozen. I might just go and jump in and check on them quickly. Just jump over here, not bother with the gate. Okay, sheeps. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they look fine. As you can see, we've not just got one breed of sheep in here. I think there's 3 breeds of sheep in here. And the reason we do that is just, just for part of the college, for the training for the students. So as you can see, they're producing wool. I'll probably have to go and get selling in the next couple of days, so it's getting quite full. And over here in this shed, because one of the other things the students do is they get a bit of the latest technology. As you can see, there's lots of it. So here we've got a small tractor which is fully electric. Its battery's fine just now, the charger's just outside there. It's not got a lot of horsepower, but it's, it's fine. The front loader for the small massive Ferguson, which I don't know where it is at the moment. And this is probably the latest piece of technology we have, which takes soil samples so that we can do and teach the students as well a bit about precision farming. You see we've got some bales here as well. We've got a mix here of, I think, hay and 1 straw. Over on this side of the farm, which is the main part of the farm, the larger side, so again, some more equipment, the plough and fertiliser and lime spreader, got a big auger there, and a header for our combine. You're one of them anyway. And then over here, as you said, I mentioned the precision farming. This is an old barn, and the inside has been converted into a bit of a lab so that the students can, when the soil samples are collected, the students can analyse them in there as well. It's something that they, some of our students come to learn into. This here is our student hall. There's a couple of cars of theirs parked here, that one not very well. So the two the top floors, the wooden bit, they're all student accommodation. But the sort of bottom floor here, we've got classrooms and small lecture hall. And that's the main entrance there for the students, or one of them. Then round the back, they've got a little area here where they can come out and sit outside for a bit of fresh air and a mouldy cup of coffee. I'm just going to jump the fence. Now let's come around to here. So this is our big silos here, as you can clearly see. So these are our storage silos. I mean, you can store pretty much anything here on the farm. And this is where we can get it back out again. And here we have our workshop. And we do have an agricultural mechanic. And he helps to train the students in basic repairs and that of the tractors and things, because often you might not be anywhere near help when you're out in the countryside, so knowing some basic repair work is pretty essential. This is my workday vehicle, which is also a Land Rover but a different style. Let's come to here. So in here we can store things like seeds and lime and solid fertilizer, I think it says. So I don't think we've got a lot in there just now, and you definitely don't have any chickens at the moment, and we're not getting any more chickens. That I will explain at some point. If I don't get time today, I will explain it in the next episode. And no, it's not that the chickens all the chickens. The students had a fried chicken night. Okay, this is our pigs. You need to get some straw, which I'll do probably in a bit, but I'll try and get one of the students to do it. So again, we've got a mixture of breeds in here, and that's again for teaching purposes. So, yeah. And cows next. I'll just switch that engine off a moment. The brush is clearly at the other end. And cows are also in need of some straw. We do have straw over there in the barn, so it's not too far away. So as with the other animals we have, the cows are also of mixed breeds, but they're all milk cows. I don't know what happened to this brush, but it's gotten awfully more flighty, I think, than what it was previously. So there we go, that's the cows. Okay, so I'll make a note that cows and pigs both need straw. If we pop here, I should have said the milk from the cows, it's an automated system which the students, learn how to use. And they can you get the milk from here. And their slurry, and the pig slurry is all stored in here, which we can get out, and the same with the manure. Pigs and cow manure all comes into here. along here we have our bunkers to make the silage, and we've got a little bit of silage in there at the moment. Again, not a lot, we don't have that many animals really. We use the belt system to get it out and into the manure spreader into the trailer to go to the TMR mixer, and these we use for compaction. And here, as you can see, this is our case harvester, this one that we have. So we've got a case harvester, and here is the header for doing things like sunflowers, and we've got a few bales here for straw for the cows and pigs. So that is the main farm. So one of the reasons why we don't have too many animals in that just now is that this farm is to be sold in a few months' time. So a lot of the animals in that have already gone on to new homes and whatever. The college has other farms dotted around, and so they've either been sold on or moved to the other farms. Let's just set this speed on this so I don't go over speed. And yeah, so those of us who work here, some of the houses we pass, some of their teachers and that, and lecturers live in there as well. We all were offered a choice of either taking a post in one of the other farms or at the main college for some of the teachers and stuff, or taking voluntary redundancy. So I've opted for the voluntary redundancy scheme. But as I say, we've got a few months yet before they finally close down that for good, or sell it on them, depending on what comes. How quickly they sell it once they close college there. But this is our main shop, our main store really for our agricultural equipment. This is where we purchase it. As you can see, as you notice when I clocked into the farm this morning, the money went up, but that's not my money, does belong to the college. I can access some of it if I need to, but yeah. So yeah, here we are. This is the showroom for the main store. As you say, this is where we buy and also lease some equipment, and we can do repairs here as well if we need to, but usually we like to repair at the farm. So yeah, I'm quite sad. I've been working here since I was about 17, and I've been here 20 years now. So I am quite sad to see the farm go, or at least for the college to sell it off. I mean, it's been really good in terms of, overall working conditions and terms and conditions, because I'm paid better than many other farm hands, and have got better terms and conditions than farm hands in general working for the college than what I would have elsewhere. So yeah, sad days really, but things change, things move on. I've grown up in this area. I didn't want to really, I've been here so long now, I don't want to move, so I've decided to stay, as I say, and take the voluntary redundancy. I do have a plan. I do have a plan of what I'm going to do once the college farm closes, and I will share that plan with you in another episode. One of the other things, of course, that the college has done is they've sold off quite a number of the fields in the area. We've got 2 or 3 still, and there is work needing done to those within the next couple of days or so, probably longer. The students will do the bulk of it, but I'll be kept very busy getting things set up and making sure that they have enough of seed lime and fertiliser, because of course with the college closing in a few months we don't want to be buying in too much. So that's a bit of a juggling act at the moment. But I'll show you one of the fields up here. So this is one of our fields here. This, technically it's all one field, but it's been divided into smaller plots, and we've sown a mixture of grass there in between the plots to create beetle banks, which hopefully help bring in beneficial beasties and birds, etc., that help eat some of the pests that we can get growing on crops, etc. Growing on crops? Eating the crops, damaging them. So yeah, we've got, and the one other reason to do it in plot sizes like this is that we can use these to help teach the students also a bit about, no, the word escapes me now, I'm getting old. Rotations, that's the word I'm looking for, rotations. So we use these plots to teach students about rotations. Yeah, the students have soil tested this and they've got the results from this field, I believe. Oh no, it's not actually. Yeah, it's saying soil's loam. The one good thing about this area is it does have really good soil. So, yeah, so we've got loamy soil here, and as you can see, pH is bad, so we'll definitely need lime. Nitrogen's quite low as well, but depending on what crop we decide to sow, we may not need to add any nitrogen. So I think if any of these plots go into soybeans, they probably won't they won't be needing to add nitrogen, because as you know, most legumes will fix nitrogen for themselves, so they're quite happy that way. But yeah, so that's that field, and the other one you might have seen, it's just behind next to the students' hall, which is currently needing ploughed and cultivated, and I think it also needs lime. I'm not sure what the plan is yet to sow in there. But yeah, so the students will be working on these plots and sowing them over the next 2 to 3 weeks, I would think. And then we've got another field which is kind of just off, which I'll quickly show you if we pop back to the farm. Which is it's probably a bit smaller than that one, but not much more. But it's not been broken into plots, so it's just one big field. And the college has in the past used that field to grow like cash crops, just to get some income. Let's slow down here because of course we don't want to run over a student by accident. So, yeah, this is the field that students harvested some canola from just the other day there. And you can see the pH is bad, so it will certainly the pH and nitrogen levels not too bad if we were to put sunflowers in that now, which is a possibility, then that nitrogen level probably would be fine. We wouldn't likely have to add too much to that. And then if I come over this way, this is the entrance to just here to this other field here. So this field, it's been ploughed and cultivated, but it is yet to have soil samples done. So that's something we'll be getting the students again. One of the students will be doing in the next two or 3 weeks, so that they can then analyse them on the farm. A lot of the students who come here come from farming backgrounds themselves. Are probably expected to take over the parents' farms at some point, so they learn a bit about farm management overall. Among other things, I came here many years ago when I was about 16 to learn a bit about, being a farmhand. I only stuck it for I was here for about a year, and then financially I couldn't afford to continue on, but I'm very grateful to the college because they then offered me a job as a farmhand here, and that allowed me to continue my studies in the evenings whilst I worked on the farm here during the day. So yeah, it's all good. So that's pretty much it for today's episode. We'll be getting on with some farm work around here, and hopefully we'll catch you again tomorrow or whenever, or maybe the day after, depending on how things come. Today is, of course, New Year's Day, so Happy New Year to you all, and Lang may your lum reek. So bye for now, everybody. Cheers.